Hello and welcome to another Unexpected Results on the Slyphor channel. Another pack of cards for another week. And you may well have noticed that in my recordings I've now kind of been doing a pack a week. I probably shouldn't be, because my university workload is actually picking up quite a bit. But bringing you content is up there on my list of priorities, and because I have lots of packs, I might as well crack them in front of you guys. So there you go, I hope you're enjoying watching this series, because you're going to keep getting quite a few of these apparently. So, straight away in the pack, a cancel. Oh no, blue. Or just any blue, but 1 and 2 blue counter target spell as an instant. Counter is cancel, has been cancel for a while, so it's always pretty standard, it's always pretty good, it's a cancel. Void, Shroud and Hexproof and protection from blue. Yeah, it's counters and cancels is just ridiculous. Then we have a Barrage of Boulders, another pretty standard red spell, well, a pretty standard red spell, whereas that's an incredibly common blue spell. But yeah, a pretty standard red spell. I might hold them in front of me because then I can put the card here. Pretty standard red spell. 2 and a red for a sorcery, deals 1 damage to each creature you don't control. It has a ferocious trigger though, which then makes it deal... it forces... means creatures can't block this turn. So in Teamer decks it's quite good as being like a I've dealt damage, got rid of all your like little things, and now you can't stop me hitting me for a turn, which if you've got a 4 toughness, 4 power creature on the field, that's going to be hitting them quite a lot, because I assume you have other things too. Then we have a Mardu Hateblade. Pretty good Mardu 1-drop. 1-drop for a white human warrior, so he works with the warrior bonuses, like Raider's Spoils and the Chief of Scale and Edge and things like that. But and it's 1/1. For 1 black, you can give him Death Touch for the turn. So if you leave a black open and this guy up, people are less likely to hit you, which is quite good. You can slow down their assault a bit by just leaving one guy back, like a 1/1, which is perfectly viable. Then we have Monastery Flock. I haven't pulled one of these yet. 2 and a blue, Flying Defender 0/5, creature type bird and a morph. So yeah, morph is you spend 3 colours and they come down as a face down 2/2. And then for any time you can pay their morph cost, which for this is 1 blue, to flip them face up. So you would flip it face up, it would be a Flying Defender 0/5. So you're up against another Jeskai deck, and they're swinging at you with a Jeskai Wind Scout, or something like that, like a smallish flyer, or a Wingmate Rock, a quite big flyer. You could have this on the field face down, and then just be like, cool, let's spend 1 blue, flip it up and block, because now I can, because it flies. And with 5 defense it's not going to be dying too much. We then get Debilitating Injury. We're getting all the colours here, except for green. 1 and black. For an enchantment aura, enchanted creature gets -2/-2. So throw it on an opponent's creature and just kill off something weak, or power down something big so that you can kill it off with one of your little creatures. It's pretty good. Debilitating Injury is always pretty good. Like Mardu decks can run this pretty easily. Absan decks can throw this in just to be like, now my walls can block you, your giant 7/7 or whatever, which then goes down to a 5/5. But yeah, they're pretty good. There's the green Sagu Archer. This creature also has morph. It's 4 and a green, and then the morph is 4 and a green, and it's a reach 2/5. So not too bad. 2/5 is decent. It gets a big defense buff, and with reach it means it can also block flyers, much like the Monastery Flock. but it could attack for 2, so slightly better, but it's morph costed a lot more expensive. We then have a Krumar Bondkin, another morph creature. Looks like we're in 5-colour morph, because that's not really old, and yeah, 5-colour morph isn't that good. When people learned the trick of if you don't have 5 mana, it's not going to trade for a 2/2. Then it was a bit like, yeah, that's pretty pointless. But yeah, so it's 3 and 2 black, 5/3. But again, it costs 4 and a black, so you need 5. It's a pretty easy trick to work out. Savage Punch. I think I opened one of these recently on camera. It's just that artwork. Get a nice close up there. Of Serac just smashing a bear's face in. It's just that like. But yeah, sorcery. Target creature fights target creature you don't control. Ferocious. The target creature gets +2/+2 before it fights. We then have Longshot Squad. Outlast this time, so Abzan. I mean, you can run it in non-Abzan, but Outlast is an Abzan thing. Let's be honest. Who wants counters if you're not running Abzan? 3 and a green, Outlast for 1 and a green, and each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has reach. So yeah, fly blockers. Then we got a Swiftwater Cliffs, so a blue-red Soul Land. Then we have a Winter Flame, first uncommon. 1 blue-red, choose one or both. Oh, it's an instant, and then you get to choose one or both effects. Tap target creature, Winter Flame deals 2 damage to target creature. So yeah, you can use it as a cheap burn spell, or you can use it as a tap down, or you can use it as both. You can tap down and burn, I guess. I'm not quite sure why you'd want to, but like, why would you tap down if you're going to kill it with 2 damage? Why not just burn it? And if you're not going to kill it with 2 damage, why are you doing 2 damage to it if you're tapping it down? Because it's probably not going to get hit again. Seems a bit weird. Then we have a Teamer Charm. So, Teamer, so green, blue, red, instant, choose one, target creature gets +1/+1 on fights, counter target spell unless it's controller base 3, colourless, and creatures with power 3 or less can't block this turn. So, free turn of combat, a free fight, or a counter that probably won't be defended. And then we get Windstorm, X and green. Instant, Windstorm deals X damage to each creature with flying. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure Windstorm's been a thing before, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous against like flying Jeskai decks. That's pretty crazy. And finally, this is one of the cards that I really wanted. Sorin Solemn Visitor. Yes. Well done, Sorin. 2 white-black, so perfect for Mardu decks, or Abzan decks, I suppose, if you want to run them in an Abzan deck. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+0 and lifelink. Mardu Combat Trick. And that's a +1 from his 4 loyalty. -2, put a 2/2 black vampire creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And then -6, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. So his ultimate is an emblem with the old demon effect of each person sacrifices a creature. I'm pretty sure there's a vampire that has it as well. I'm not sure which one it is though. I think it's like Anawan something like that. But yeah, he forces each player to sacrifice a non-vampire creature and their upkeep. But yeah, he can summon defenders for him, which fly, which is pretty good. Or he can buff all your stuff for a turn to give you a bunch of life. And then up behind him we have an island, just a pretty standard island, but and then behind that we have a snake token. I haven't got a snake token yet, so that's pretty good. But yeah, so sorry, I've just been putting all of them just down here on my desk. Not sure if you can hear that. There we go. Yeah, so not including Sorin, who is obviously the pick of this pack. I think either... See, Cancel is just a ridiculously good card, but I don't like blue. So not you. Team Charm, maybe Windstorm, not Windscout. Debilitating Injury is pretty good. But no, I think it's got to be the Team Charm. Like I showed it to you and I completely forgot what it was, even though I can see it on the camera. And I still had to look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's the one I picked. But yeah, Team Charm. Just because of the versatility. Like a 3-drop spell that can... I'm pretty sure I've done this before, I've picked Team Charm as my pick. Because the charms are just ridiculous. But yeah, so glad I got a Sorin now. So happy with that. Thank you for watching. I shall see you for the next pack. Goodbye.